up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. I would have started this with another road trip a couple days ago. However, I had to just go and get it. We picked up some wheels. They're currently on our car, and they look sick compared to our old 35th anniversary Z wheels. I'm so stoked. I'm so excited to drive this car again just because I can't quit looking at it. However, with no spanners to adjust the coilovers, I purchased the adjustable set from Tyne, whichever, and they should be here within a week or so we can adjust this ride height to make it look better than kind of how goofy it does right now. Fortunately, they're only 17s. I thought 17s were the most I'd run, but now I kind of see the difference. The 18s fill the well pretty nicely with some decent tires on them. But anyways, so pretty much what we're doing now is we're headed over to Dayton, Ohio area. We're gonna grab some interior. What better way for me to get motivated to work on this 240 than to put the rest of the interior in, make it look like a real car, and to actually have a few things on hand so where we can replace and really just bring the car together, make it look whole again. Even comes with a headliner, which I am completely stoked about. I'll figure out how to get that in here at the very end. But yes, we are driving the Z, and I just hope we got enough room. It's a 4-seater. I know I can fit the dash up here, rig something up. Or I lay the seat down, cram the dash back here, put all the rest in the back. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. So we currently got about 2.5 hour trip one way. We'll be back when we get to loading up our truck. Super cool looking little town over here in Ohio. Well, here's our current situation. Our car is completely stuffed to the brim with 240 parts. Oh, this is awesome. As you can see over here, we had to make do with what space we got. Luckily we got rear view function. It's time to head home. So we just towed the 240 up with our trusty old tow rig, and here's our loot from yesterday. We are completely packed to the rim with a full interior minus carpet and seats. So we're gonna get to unloading some of that. So obviously we pulled this up here, so kind of as we pull it out we can put it in if all works well. So then we can pull a few things out of here. I do want to address this back here, maybe spray it, just stop kind of what's happening. I believe it's all surface because the rear hatch leaks a little bit. So yeah, a few other little things up here. We'll get to cleaning most of this out. I believe I have a radiator somewhere. If not, we'll see if we can make one work just to throw in. I thought my other wiring harness was in here, but I guess it's not. I was going to use that to kind of go back over, freshen it up, make sure it works good. So that way we can throw it in, and I believe it should work. Don't know entirely what's up with this one, but we're not getting fuel. No power to the fuel pump. I don't know if this is the right connector for the ECU, so we'll have to do a little bit of digging there for that so we can eliminate a few things. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this sorted out, try to kind of get our direction going. I think first things first is we'll start with the headliner, since obviously I believe that has to be done first. We've got new panels here as well, so they should look way better and not be faded. I'm super stoked. Even the dash is way less cracked than this one, so anything goes for that. if you guys remember, this thing was completely gutted, and now that we have a significant amount of interior in it, it's starting to look like a car again, and I'm very happy. But of course, never get a full easy good day to myself. Rain has already started coming, so I'm gonna try to clean up as much of this as I can, at least the things I know that need to go in here, and then we'll move the rest into the barn, see what we can do about storing some of it and maybe sell some of it. I have not got the seat and the cargo cover for the rear hatch. I'll just put them back for now since I have that battery box in the back. However, there is a pretty cool thing we did get when we bought all this. So we've got the glove box, but the coolest thing is this. Oh, lid's a little damaged, but cup holders. That's pretty sick. I guess it's a pretty rare option. Like, it only came in Japan. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's pretty rad. But let's get all this junk picked up. So now we've got everything cleaned out, at least put up while it's raining. I did forget to, popped my jaw. But forgot to mention earlier, as you can see, this is the chip tune that had to be retuned for the Carbon Z. So what we're going to do now is grabbed our ECU, we're going to open this up, install the new chip, plug this in, and see if we can get the car to start. A, hopefully it's not blown up. B, hopefully the tune sorts that and allows us to start it. ECU is now installed. Well, fingers crossed. I gotta get the other jump pack. Alright, new jump pack is on. I don't know. It's a little strange, but well, that sucks. Yeah, I guess the next step's really just to compression test it. I don't really know what else to do. Actually, I could put gas in it. I may need to run and grab like a 5-gallon tank of gas. That may help us out. Here is the current harness. It's a little frayed, nasty, a couple broken connectors. This ground needs attention as it's pretty corroded. We'll probably splice another one into it to add another contact point. Up here we just have this coolant temp sensor we can redo. Maybe a new one there. Yeah, so there's not a whole lot that it needs. We will get it all taken care of, wrap, get it look nice and fresh. That way, hopefully it'll look as good as the other one, and this will kind of all play out just the same. But no point in really recording none of this. Dang, I didn't realize it was that cold out here. Well, like I said, I'm just going to get this nice and presentable, and we'll see if we can plug and play and maybe get some fuel action. Now the full thing is wrapped. I managed to do it and only need about 4 zip ties to secure all the tape, just because of how I routed it, which I am way happier with compared to the last one I did. I used quite a few zip ties on it and it made it look kind of tacky. But we also repaired this, got us a new female spade, also recrimped a ground eyelet on. So safe to say this thing's ready to go in. I don't really want to change it like while it's still raining, sprinkling, whatever, because I don't want to get everything in the bay wet. And plus, having the doors open and stuff, especially with it not having carpet, I just don't want it to get all wet in there and start to promote rust or anything that I need to put any further attention to. So I'm not sure. We're going to wait a little bit to see maybe if the rain lets up and we get a moment. But I think right now we may call it a day. And I'll just do some more cleaning up and whatever little things that I can do in here to square this mess away. Alright, so as soon as I came outside, I realized that it kind of wasn't sprinkling anymore, so I kind of started pulling away at the harness. Everything disconnected over there. Only thing I've got here is a ground. I'm still confused. I don't know if this is still even our problem, because I've got this rather large 8-pin plug here coming from the wiring harness, and it's not plugged into anything. I remember not being able to find what it went to, so that is rather confusing. Top of the bulkhead's like stock, so I don't know. It's kind of got me a little, I don't know, frustrated to say the least. But we're definitely going to go do some looking up, see if we can look at some wiring schematics or diagrams on the computer, so that way we can try to identify and find what these are a little bit easier. Since we are getting quite the rainfall right now, what we're going to start with is we're going to get our 600 horse build short block, get it dropped, moved on the floor. I've got a trash bag over here to seal it, and we'll just let it sit until we can take our heads to the machine shop and start getting some work done on that. I've had some thoughts the past couple of days, which I'm really been talking myself out of. Something about the drift car and its condition makes me not want to make it a drift car. I still need to research or look up to double check what the wheelbase difference is between the two chassis, but if it really is only 9-inch, we may just build our Carbon Z to skid. The reason why I have made this decision, car's clean. It could be a nice candidate for like a clean wide body build, so to speak. It needs some work, it needs repainted, but it's just too solid of a car to go smash into a wall and be able to justify it. So I think we may change directions on that a little bit, but we are still going to have a drift car. The Z I just sold would have been the perfect candidate. Like, if we would have still had that, we wouldn't even be having this discussion. But anyways, more than anything, I'd like to know what you guys think, what we should do, and maybe what road we should take. I would love to get my slick top NA and just to have it ready to go where I can drive it wherever and be able to trust it, so to speak. So it'll be just NA. I think instead of taking this new style engine and putting it inside of the silver car, we're going to take that engine and place it inside the slick top. And instead of this 600 horse build going in the slick top, it will go to the silver car. So we now have a way to go with that, because it needs a lot of body work, obviously, before the engine can even be put in or to be thought to be ready. So that gives us some time there, so we can plug and play and do a few things. The biggest thing is I don't want to have a project sitting here for 2 years just waiting to happen. I kind of would like to get the ball rolling and get a couple more cars moving, done, etc. So currently we're just gonna take this 600 build. So we're gonna take the 600 horse build, we're gonna set it on the ground, cover it up, kind of forget about it for now. I'll probably find another place for all of our build parts up here so we can place them and still have workbench room or access. since I can't do my 240 harness, which I did look up some pinouts yesterday and we're making progress, I just can't find the connector where it goes. So that's where I'm at. Now that we're up on the stand, basically what we're going to do, pull all of our timing stuff off, cam angle sensor, this pulley and this pulley, because these are for Infinity J30 and not Z32. As you can tell, that's not lined up at all. Pull off our power steering alternator because it's completely caked, about done in, and pull our harness off. Then, pull our manifolds off because obviously we're going back to NA. And we will pull the oil pan, clean it up, see how it looks on the bottom side, since this thing was flooded completely with ethanol. And I don't know, we'll see what we can do about cleaning this up. Ooh, awfully bright there. Also, obviously need to flip these around on the valve covers. I need to get to looking here a little bit and see what kind of stuff we already got for this. So far, I need a timing belt tensioner, spark plugs, and that might be it. We're down to having this side nearly all stripped. I decided, as you can tell, it is very greasy, dirty, nasty down here where the power steering would have leaked. This oil filter looks like it's leaking. No wonder, because as you guys always hear me say, don't be this guy and use silicone gasket instead of actual gasket. This, granted, it may be easier to clean up than the paper gasket, but why? Just why? I don't, even to install it, that's off. Now I see how much was used. That's absurd. But when I bought this, one of the things stated wrong is the oil pan was leaking. Very well could have been that. But either way, we're pulling this one for an NA pan. Just gonna do the same to the other side. We'll pull this oil filter off here shortly. I'm not in too much of a hurry yet, as I've still got the other side. I have, as you see, all my hardware is not on the engine. We've been throwing it into this bucket of Chem Dip, more or less. It's just some parts cleaner that I got from Tractor Supply. Definitely not as strong as I would have liked, but I don't know. With a brush and enough time, it does the job. So now we've got timing all removed, all components. We've still got to remove the water pump. I just haven't done it yet because all the splash damage. I will be removing these pulleys, Eiler bearings. That one's definitely bad. Alright, good morning everyone. It's the next day, and let's just say I am super excited because we have a package that we went and picked up yesterday. And we have got us a mechanics cart in slate gray. I am super excited to get this thing because we have this and we have this. I mean, I have this toolbox that has like all my C-clamps, big pliers and all that stuff. I've got this 1/4-inch drive set up here, and my brother just got me this Cobalt set for Christmas. The issue with the Cobalt set is the designated spot it's in, it's came out and now the drawer will not even open. So go figure. I've got to kind of take it apart to get that sorted out. But we're going to go ahead and get to removing this. Well guys, I want to inform you of my fat L today because I am so bummed right now, like you have no idea. I have been waiting on this thing for so long. See, you know, you can kind of see this corner. Had a little bit of stress. Well, we're getting to pulling this apart. Not only when we're pulling it apart do we find a bolt in the bottom that's broken with the nut. Well, a nut with the bolt still inside of it. First, I can't unlock the drawer. It just isn't happening. Now it's making sense. Since it fell on this side, it broke these locks off 2 drawers, and I couldn't open 3 drawers on the left side. Right side's fine, but you pull the box off, not only you see that's completely muffed, but come on, man. Seriously? Not only that, the first thing that confused me is I looked back here and noticed how bent that was. Like, that doesn't look right. So I don't know. We're probably just gonna put this all back in the box and see what else we can do today. I don't know. I feel like this video is about over, and I don't have it in me right now. I'm getting very demotivated. The tides have changed, and we have got our refund. Oh. Damn, that looks way better on camera. Well, she's all done. As done as she's gonna be, you know, until it's less naked. Dude, thank you again, seriously. My whole day was ruined until you pulled through. So if you guys need a tool cart, hit this guy up.
I just know where to buy it.
He'll take you to the Harbor Freight. No questions asked. Yuck. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday we drove quite a distance to pretty much Cincinnati, then up to Cleveland, then to back home. It was an all-day affair, but we did manage to get an S14 seat out of the deal, so we can update our absolutely hideous driver's seat in our 240. I mean, it'll need some shampoo, and as you've seen, it's got some stains, but yeah. Also got some free door panels thrown in with it for S13. He was told they were for S14, but they were S13 door panels. So that's pretty cool. Also, we dropped a door off up there, a Z door. So that way we can eliminate some of our crammed room that we got. But as you can see, this is an S13 seat. The other seat looks tenfold better over this, and that's being nice. But I apologize for this video. Kind of sucking having no content, really, just me bouncing around at all. After this video, we will be back to our normal scheduled stuff, like car specific videos. So we've got video here, video here, video back here, mixed with a little bit of another video and another one because I'm sourcing parts. So just bear with me, guys. It's the middle of winter. I'm not the most prepared out here in this barn slash shed, whatever you want to call it. So we're trying our best. I'm still super happy about this. Can't get over it. We finally got us a toolbox. Don't really even know what to do with ourselves, but we got it. Waiting on parts for our engine here, for our slick top, all at the sake of shipping right now. So we're just gonna wrap up the video here, guys. Again, I apologize for being a little contentless, but if you guys like what you see, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe down below, and stay tuned for our next video, and we'll catch you then. Peace.